G'day. I'm Alan Jansen from Acupuncture Gold Coast, which is where I am at the moment, but also from worldacupuncture.com. This year I'll be presenting just 2 international workshops. One will be in New Zealand in Auckland in middle of February, and the other one will be in Lisbon in Portugal at the very beginning of June this year. I thought I could do a video on sinus, I could do a video on this, I could do a video on that. So please bear with me for 3 minutes while I run through the list of the previous 48 hours of the different conditions I've been able to treat using exclusively Moxibustion and acupuncture. So starting from Wednesday morning, we saw Max with an elderly gentleman with severe chronic fatigue syndrome. We saw Aaliyah, who has chronic sciatica and stiff lower back. We saw McKenna, who is suffering from anxiety. Then we saw Matt, who's a young man suffering from chronic fatigue syndrome. Then Michael suffering from chronic lower back pain. Then we saw Gaynor suffering from stress, anxiety, fatigue, and also had suffered from shingles, so she has a slight post-shingles scenario going on. Tina, who had very, very terrible chronic fatigue syndrome. She was a great high achiever, competed in X Games, climbed mountains, etc., etc. She's now back at work full-time for the first time in about 3 years. Been treating her now for about 11 months, and she's gradually improved from not being able to get out of bed. So Gail, who suffering from a tummy problem. She had an acute virus. Jason, suffering from severe lower back pain and fatigue. Rodney with neck pain. Andrea with stress, anxiety and chronic fatigue. Daniel for post-viral treatment and health maintenance. So it's kind of neat. It was just helping him to maintain his health. He also suffered from terrible chronic fatigue syndrome for a number of years. Hugh, who suffered from insomnia, had problems getting to and staying asleep. Riz, who suffered from acute knee pain. Ruby Rose, who suffered from a poor immune system, frequent colds, shoulder pain and facial rash. Evie, who suffered from seizures, PMS, mental problems and severe headaches. Richard, post-surgery treatment for a lower back problem. Sarah for chronic fatigue syndrome again. Bree for high stress. That was Wednesday, here in this practice where you see me now. So I think, guess what I'm trying to say is that acupuncture is not about treating any one damn syndrome. It's about being able to treat a whole contrast, the whole ball game, and being able to use a core body of knowledge that's like 2,000 or 3,000 years old as our core, as our way of moving through the different syndromes, and we're integrating the diagnosis, the treatment and the prognosis